Salute, General, Iro, Musa, Etiquette. I'm affectionately referred to as General Etiquette, and I've been thinking. I've been thinking about a lot, but I really wanted to jump in with a COVID check-in, man. I've been thinking that I'm not the only one and can't be the only one who feels like this has been belabored and prolonged. And while I understand the seriousness and the magnitude and the gravity of the situation, that doesn't take from the mental, physical, and otherwise wear and tear this pandemic has placed on everybody, right? So with that being said, for the COVID check-in, I wanted to say, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself, right? This has been going on for a long time. I don't know what region or state or place that you're in specifically, but for me, I'm in New York. I know it's getting colder earlier. It's getting darker. It's getting darker earlier, right? It is getting a lot colder, obviously, just by way of it being winter. Just everything that's happening right now is people are getting cabin fever, right? We're social beings. We're being forced to be isolated, right? We're going into the second wave of it, right? So all of the mental and emotional fatigue associated with everything that's been going on in this time period is something that can be and has been taxing for me personally, and I imagine it has been for others. So remember, be gentle with yourself. If you were on a pattern and you were building great habits and good habits and all of those things and you fell off or you dropped off in one area, right? Don't beat yourself up. Now is not the time for beat up, not because you don't want to accept accountability, but because you want to start the process of fixing it sooner, right? So if you stop working out, if you stop eating healthy, if you stop drinking water, if you had stopped reading, if you were on any type of positive path and you feel like you've fallen off, don't waste time beating yourself up. Acknowledge what has happened, acknowledge what's going on, and then immediately start troubleshooting. Figure out how you can fix it. And most oftentimes, it's by gradually in increments, right, reincorporating the characteristics and or attitudes and or actions that were leading you to those positive results. So remember, now is not the time to beat yourself up. There's a lot going on. And even if you feel like you spent the majority of this time getting yourself together and holding and standing firm, or maybe so many things were happening that you feel like you were playing more defense than offense, like a lot of people have been and feel like they were. There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like at this point you're situated and you're ready to tackle whatever your endeavors are, whether it's work, whether it's an additional hustle, it's a secondary or tertiary stream of income, whether it's physical fitness, whether it was getting into a sport, whatever it is that you've always wanted to do, even if you feel like you haven't made any headway since the pandemic has started, okay, now you know where you are, situate yourself in where you are, and now start planning and then implementing the steps necessary to get on the path of where you want to go, right? Similarly to my last video about regret, check that out on the channel and comment, all that good stuff. But like I said, we're trying to do away with regret. We're trying to do away with the idea of regret. What we're doing is acknowledging behaviors, attitudes, actions, and or anything else that no longer serves us well, being grateful that we survived the turmoil, coming out on the other side of it, being able to look back in hindsight and in retrospect and analyze and really think about the things that we did to contribute to our lives not going in the way that we would have liked within our control, right? It's always about taking accountability so that we can move differently. We take accountability so that we can move differently because it's about being effective, right? There is no honor in sitting in opposition for opposition's sake, right? So remember, be gentle with yourself during this time, right? During this COVID check-in, if nobody said it, I love you. If nobody said it, I'm proud of you. Keep putting in paint. Stay focused, stay disciplined. And if you fell off the beaten path, just dust yourself off and get back on. Stay low and keep shooting. And keep running. Let's go. One foot in front of the other. Keep marching. So I understand there's a lot going on. And even if you find yourself in a position where you just need a breather and you feel like you have to step back and reassess, guess what? Sometimes you got to get down. And while you reload, you have to catch yourself. But you have to get back out, stay low, and keep shooting. So remember, be gentle with yourself. Wherever you are, be honest about it. Be honest with yourself about it. And then treat yourself better by changing that behavior. Acknowledge, recognize, move on, and change the behavior. That is how you forgive yourself. That is how you never have to worry about sitting in the worry of how you fell off or what happened specifically. Just get back to what you got to do, man. If you see me in the street, say what's up, but you probably won't because of the Rona, so I prefer you salute. General, Iro, Musa, Etiquette.